Say hi. Say hi. Say what, Pop? I'm camera ready today. I only worked 4 hours today. I got off. I put my wig on. I signed up for speed dating. It's virtual, and every video call is like 3 to 4 minutes per video or per interaction. Yes, it has come to me signing up for speed dating, virtual speed dating at that, which I'm cool with because I'm certainly big on energy. I had some days yesterday too, but I ended up canceling like less than 10 minutes before the dates started. Why are you being obnoxious? Say hi. Say hi. Look at the green dot. I got a question. A serious question. All jokes to the side. If the saying about like the third time is the charm. Pop. All right, 1 second. Okay, so on another note, have you ever heard of the saying, the third time is the charm? And if so, like, do you feel like your third time was your charm? And what if, like, timing wasn't necessarily on your side? How many more do you have to encounter before you reach a charm again? Asking for myself. Please enlighten me, because honestly, I feel like my third out of every other, from my past, I can say after like severe reflecting that he was like the MVP. And ironically, you know how they also used to say, big boys or big guys treat you better. Like, he was what you would consider like a big guy, which I love because I don't know, he gave the best hugs. Okay, let me not start. This is not what this is. Serious question though, like, how many more do you have to encounter before you reach another charm? Like, I would say that the dating scene or dating life is hard or tough or sheesh, but relationships these days are not any better. And honestly, I'd rather be single and searching. I'd rather be in here in heat than in a relationship that just doesn't serve me or doesn't make me feel whole. And what's so crazy is, after again more severe reflecting, because I do a lot of self-assessing on a daily, and I've done so all my life. I promote that. But yeah, I lost my train of thought. How many more before you reach a charm again? Let me know. Let me know if you know. How many more before you reach the next charm? For real. I kind of like when I get camera ready, because I be kind of like, although it's literally, I don't really do much, but like just throwing my old wig. I don't have no shoes or anything on, because obviously I'm not leaving the house. But I think I found some good lighting right here. So why do we normalize dysfunction by calling it life? Like, for instance, we say things like, niggas gonna be niggas, that's just life. Or bitches gonna be bitches, that's just life. Or all men cheat, that's just life. Or things that like are sort of like in our control, basically. I feel like life is like you walk outside and like you accidentally fall. You accidentally fall and I don't know, maybe scar yourself for the rest of your life, or lose a tooth or something like that. Like, that's life. That's something that can't necessarily be controlled. Like, we can't necessarily control an accident happening like that, and being scarred for life. I mean, we can even still try to like move with caution and try to like be aware of our surroundings to, you know, avoid possibly falling, but ultimately accidents happen, right? But like things like our actions, our choices, our decisions are things that we can certainly control. Like, why do we have to say niggas gonna be niggas, that's just life, if it doesn't seem to work like out successfully with that behavior? Like, it's just a repeated cycle of dysfunction and trauma. And it's just like, when do people actually just get tired? Even when you think about, you know, generations before us, it's like, it's always a small group, I guess, not large enough, of people with actual, like, I guess, substance. It's like this ongoing repeated cycle of fucking dysfunction and trauma and pain and fucking chaos. Just a bunch of bullshit that doesn't necessarily have to be life if we just change our actions and our decisions and our choices and, I don't know, heal our souls.
Why do we normalize like dysfunction and unnecessary trauma and then like call it life? Like, for instance, we say things like niggas gonna be niggas, that's just life. Or bitches gonna be bitches, that's just life. Or all niggas cheat, that's just life. Or like just things that we can sort of control. Like, life is like an accident happen. Like, that is sort of like unavoidable. Like, you go outside and you fall down steps and you scar yourself for the rest of your life. Or you lose a tooth. Something that's like, you know, sort of out of our control. That's like, that should be considered like life. But things like niggas gonna be niggas and this is like, or bitches gonna be bitches and that's like an excuse for like dishonorable behavior. Or, hold on.
Okay. Or like bad, basically, characteristic traits. Like, that's an excuse for that sort of behavior, and we're supposed to like, or we do call it life, when I feel like our choices, our actions, our decisions, those are things that like we can control. So it's like, if the behavior that's being displayed and that's been displayed previous generations and stuff like that, that's still being displayed, if it doesn't seem to sort of like work, why not change the behavior? Because ultimately right? Doesn't, like, our choices, our decisions, our actions, and things like that, while we're here, obviously impact us tremendously. But in addition to that, they play a very vital role in life after. Why do we have to call things life that are so fucking horrible and I'm losing my train of thought. Like, why do we have to call things that are so horrible that we can control life? Obviously, if something isn't working, like, for any good, why not, like, change it? Change is the only constant, right? Like, I love me a good quote. Yeah, why not change it? Imagine if we was all vibrating high. Like, imagine if we were all doing like living, you know, like God want us to live. Like, imagine if we were literally all vibrating like high. We could literally be on paradise as we speak here in the flesh. And then, like, generations to come could, like, be worshiping us or like honoring us, whatever, like that, for our attributes. Like, don't y'all get tired of like do you want to just live and die? Like, wake up, go to work, come home, get lit. Wake up, go to work, come home, get lit. Go to work just to pay bills, work check from check, stay on your phone following like drama and negativity. Like, a lot of things just be beyond me. Like, I can't resonate with many. I tell Nori already, like, Mom, only want what's best for you, and I'm never gonna tell you wrong, but I still want you to go within. Like, I want him to question everything, because I feel like everything can be questioned. And I don't know, I wish that as a mom, that like I can change the world for him. If it means that, you know, things could just be safe and secure and smooth and things like that for me, or at least as possible. Because again, life should be things that are out of our control. That's literally life. But like, our actions that cause life to be extremely difficult when it doesn't have to be, like, it's just unnecessary. And it's just more trauma when people are already talking about healing their childhood trauma, which, you know, if you feel like that's what you need to do, then please, by all means, everybody should do what is best for themselves. But don't like, people get maybe like so involved or invested in healing their inner child, they when they should be like trying to heal their inner adult from all the like fucked up choices and decisions and shit that they made. Oh, and I said the dating scene. Back to the reality that it's scarce out here. When I say scarce, like, because like I'm really a woman, so I feel like there's somebody for everybody. So my body, if you're possibly seeing this, like, I am a real woman. Like, I'm not gonna allow you to lie in my face and I not challenge you. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be a doormat whatsoever. That's not who I am. I cannot be controlled or anything like that. I would never try to control someone else. That doesn't work, obviously. Which, that's another thing. How do we as people ever try to think that we can ever control somebody else when we can hardly sometimes even control ourselves? Like, we can hardly break bad habits of our own, yet we put so much energy into trying to change someone else, when energy is like, it's real. So like you investing and you wasting all of that energy into trying to change somebody else, when it's just something it's unattainable. Like, you cannot do that. But since like the dating scene is literally so scarce, I told myself I'm gonna just start saying my person. Because ultimately, like, just being honest, I am not aroused by a woman, but it's ultimately like how you make me feel. Like, I just want something real, someone real. And honestly, it doesn't even have to be romantically, just genuine people. Genuine people. Like, no, I don't want no haters who be having babies and raising many haters. So yeah, I'm gonna just start saying my person, because it's scarce out here. Like, I'm a real woman. Back to my body. If you watching, body. So I need you to be a real man. You know how they say only a king can recognize a queen? Only a queen can recognize another queen? Yeah, so if you recognize me, I recognize you. By the way, shout out to my all of my 192 subscribers. I see you. I see that you see me. You know how they say real recognize real? Ultimately, I can only show you something real. I can't make you respect it, appreciate it, acknowledge it. I can only show you. You know, the dating scene, or it's like so strange out here, or weird out here when it comes to dating. Like, to ask me, like, let's just say, let me just give you like a hypothetical scenario or something. Let's just say there's a greet, and then you're later in the conversation, and then it gets to, so what do you like to do, like, on your spare time, or for your, like, on your free time? And obviously, because I love to create, like, I share, like, you know, well, lately I've been literally like enjoying creating content, you know, like blah 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 blah, and then you get a whole deflect, like, just change the whole conversation, or you get something like, so what, you just here to promote your channel? Or you get something like just strange, for lack of a better word, because it's just like, ultimately, my man, my body, or anybody that's for me is going to be eager to support me. Like, it's literally 100% free to hit fucking subscribe. Do you literally honestly think that I would be interested in further getting to know you and you show zero interest in supporting me when it's 100% free? That lets me know right there that you're a hater. Not only are you a hater, you're a hater and you're jealous of a woman. Because, I mean, what makes you think on God's green earth that I would still possibly be interested in further communicating with you, let alone opening my legs, and you aren't eager to support me when it's 100% free? It's not even like there's fees involved. Like, what are we talking about here? And if I was here to like promote myself, like you should be like, well, damn, I respect your ambition or some shit like that. Like, I don't know, like, people like, why the fuck y'all so goddamn strange? I can't. It's so beyond me. Like, ooh, my body. Listen, I am a woman. I know how to let my man be a man and all of that, and we'll have a lot of fun. And I know how to what would be say and I don't need drugs for some freak shit. I mean, you know, all that. But like, I am a woman. So like my tolerance for alcohol it's a lot higher than my tolerance for bullshit from a grown ass who wants to be considered a man. Like, we're not gonna do that. And I'm not one of like, I'm a woman. Like, I'm not gonna allow you to lie in my face and I won't challenge you. I'm not one of those women that's gonna fake my orgasm. I'm not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not faking here to stroke your ego. That's not sneak. Okay. But again, I do know how to let my man be a man. Ask anybody. Ask. Say. Say. But for real.